Hey guys, thanks for stopping by here. Wanted to just share some opinions about my Keychron K7, some pros, some cons. At the end of the day, a keyboard is a very personal thing and you have to make your own decision, but I'm just going to share my findings and my opinions about the Keychron K7. This is not an unboxing video. Obviously, this has already been unboxed. It's already got some miles on it. It's only been a couple of weeks, but I bet you can probably see some of the shine that I've got on these keycaps, especially on this space bar. Here, let's see if this, look at that, yeah, see that space bar? And some of the usual keys. They are just ABS keycaps. They're nothing special. They're gonna shine as I use them. But because of that, I've already got myself another set of keycaps. I got these white ones. I think these are gonna look really cool. They're bigger. They are PBT. They're gonna last a lot longer. And I'm looking forward to making a big change to this keyboard, but not right now. I think that the way that it looks right now is fine. It's gonna get some wear and tear, and then when I'm tired of the way these shiny keys start to look, I'm gonna pop on these white ones. But for right now, I like to see a little bit of use. I like that it's just kind of wearing a little bit. I don't know why, I'm just like that kind of, I'm that kind of person. All right, so here's some deals with my Keychron K7. This one is white backlight only. I don't even really use the backlight that much. I typically use this at the office, and when I'm traveling, I really like how slim it is. It allows me to take it pretty much anywhere. They advertise that it's slimmer than a quarter, but they're not lying, it really is. This white backlight has a bunch of different settings. Here, I'll turn them on. I'm not even sure if it's gonna come through on my camera, but there's it on. We'll switch through a couple here. They're low profile, mechanical, hot swappable, blue tactile switches. You can hear it there. I got blue switches on this to begin with, but I didn't really like them that much, so I ended up taking most of the blue switches off. That's still one, but I've got brown here. Some of these are red, brown for all the alphabet. Here, let's bring this. Blue, red, brown. So yeah, I've been switching some things around. That's my first suggestion. If you're gonna get a keyboard and make an investment in the keyboard game, get something that you can switch around. I mean, obviously keycaps you can switch pretty easily. I mean, it just comes right off, but so does the switch in these, because these low profile switches are easy to come off. The caps that came on here are shine through, so you can read when the light shines through, which I like. These white keycaps that I got to replace are not shine through, but again, I'm using this in the office mostly and when I'm traveling, and I'm almost never in a dark environment. This is just a 65% layout. If you're noticing that we don't have the F row has been combined with the number row. I just hit function 1 to get one of the actual functions of the key, like play and pause and volume up and volume down. Function 2 will give me the F row buttons if I need F1 or F2, but I literally never ever use one of those keys, so I'm not really interested in that right now. These two keys came with the alternate keys for Windows, but I am a Mac user these days, so I didn't need these. It came with an extra keycap that I could switch out with the escape key. It's just another key. They call this the feature key. You could have two if you wanted to, but I just like that one with the light. And then here's the other delete key that I could swap out if I wanted the whole gray look, which I also like that too, but I like this. Came with a cord. You can use this. It's a USB-C to USB-A cord. You can use this keyboard plugged in with the USB. It also has a battery. I have not had an issue running out of battery yet. I'm not a battery tester, but I've been using this for 3 weeks, and I just plug it in sometimes, and it always gets charged pretty quickly. Here is where you can switch between Mac and Windows. Here is where you switch between Bluetooth, cable, or off. It is Bluetooth. You can have 3 connected devices. You can see that there's these Bluetooth buttons here. We can just connect with one of these buttons here. There's some feet. Bloop. Flip out feet. The big flip out feet or the little flip out feet. And also the way that these rubber feet are situated, they'll fit perfectly on top of, at least they'll fit perfectly on top of my MacBook. These go just on the outside of the keys, and this will go on the bottom of the keys. And I've never done this, but you could just put this on top of your computer and then use this keyboard instead of the keyboard that's on your laptop. I'm not going to judge you for doing it. I just haven't seen anybody do that. Here's some things that I like about this keyboard. First of all, it's small. I really like the portability of it. I was torn between this and the Newfie 60, and actually even had the Newfie 60 for a couple minutes, but I got this really cheap. It was like $50 or $60. I'll show you the price right here. It was about half the price of the Newfie. And I had to send that Newfie back and stick with this thing. They were both hot swappable. The Newfie actually had RGB lights on it, which they were really pretty, but that's just, again, it's just not really for me. I don't need all that RGB. The white light is great, and the silly things that it does is fine, but it's great. I really like this clicky in the blue. I also have this Keychron K4. I wanted to have almost a full keyboard, but I wanted to have it condensed. And then I changed the keycaps that were on this to actually low profile keycaps. Really into the low profile game. So I put the low profile keycaps on here and went all black. These are shine through. These actually look pretty cool, I think. But yeah. Here is my home keyboard. Here is my work keyboard. And I've got all the switches that I need for this work keyboard also, if I need to switch them around. So something else that I like about this is the fact that I could do USB or Bluetooth. Again, I plug it in sometimes. For the most part, I really am using it USB or Bluetooth. I'm not playing games on my computer very often. I don't need really rapid response times, so it works fine for me. Another pro is these feet. I pointed these out already. On the Newfie, it had magnetic feet for back here, which was kind of a cool design, but I just felt like it was prone for loss. Which now brings me to my first con here. These keys, when I throw it in my bag, if I'm not careful, these keys can come off pretty easily. I mean, that one just ain't struggling, but it's happened before. Like, I just had some loose keys in my bag. Not the end of the world. And now, actually, when I travel with it, let me put these keys back on. Where is it? I use this. This came with it. This was in the box with it. It fits perfectly. The reason why I am waiting on putting on the white keycaps, because I like using this right now for moving it around place to place, because I'm still liking this a lot and using it both at home and at work. I just think it's nice. I like it. So I don't really have that much else to say about this. I really recommend you pick it up. I really like the Keychron brand. I think they have a lot of great keyboards. I was not a keyboard person. Even like 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I bought this monstrosity, this atrocity. I guess it's good for what you need it to do, But the reason why I wanted something like this is to take it with me, and this is really big to take with you. The 60 is much better. And these keys don't do much. I was fine using the keyboard on my computer, and then I started using these, and it's just like, you don't realize what you have or what you don't have until you have something else. So I'm much happier. I like the response of the keys. I like the sound of the keys. But all that being said, getting a keyboard is a real personal thing. I'm not trying to tell you, hey, you have to get this keyboard. There are a couple different options in the low profile keyboard from Keychron. There is a 75% that actually has the F-row up here. They have, they have one, there's another thing. This keyboard stays where you put it. You see, moving my desk mat around, this thing is awesome. They have a full-size keyboard. They have a condensed full-size keyboard. There's all different types of numbers and names and different sizes and options that you can get from Keychron. The next one I'm going to get is going to be the Q11, which is a split keyboard. I'm going to show you that right here. What do you think about that? It's pretty sweet. So, yeah, you might have to buy a couple of keyboards in order to find the right keyboard that you need. The good folks at Amazon are pretty great about just taking a keyboard back if you need to. So feel free to purchase a keyboard on Amazon. That's where I got this one. It's such a great deal. If you have a Micro Center near you, they have a 30-day return policy. And I've heard, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard that they have a great selection of keyboards. The young lady at Switch and Click loves to talk about her partner over at Micro Center. So maybe go check that out. I've heard tell of keyboard meetups. So I haven't been to one of those keyboard meetups, but you can go and try out some different keyboards. I'm sure people have different switches. My friend at work was just telling me today about a keyboard convention that she saw on Facebook. And I was at a birthday party for a 3-year-old over the weekend and just randomly mentioned how I thought it would be fun if we could make some wooden cases for some keyboards. And two of the guys that were just not within earshot started coming over, and they were talking about the mechanical keyboards that they bought over the past couple years. And you never know who's really got a keyboard at home, so might be a fun conversation starter. Leave a comment if you have any questions about my keyboard in general, why I chose this, why I stuck with this. If you have one of these, I'd love to hear from you. I feel like that's a fun community to be a part of, just to kind of share the experiences that you've had with your own device. Maybe the thing that you've done with yours to make it different than mine, and there's just a lot of different things that you can do. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day, and I really hope this was helpful. I'm going to have a few more keyboard videos coming in the future. I'm definitely going to do my K4. I'm definitely going to do my Q11 when that comes in. And then I've got a lot of other things that I've got to talk about. So be on the lookout for more content from the keyboarder. Thanks again for spending your time with me. Bye-bye.